I'm coming down with a case of the lulz. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. We took a vote today, and another tight one. All three of the times I voted this week, it's been a one-vote affair, and today, though, the one vote went in favor of best of three, so we're going to once again try to clear the table, clean the table, get to 3 wins and 3,000 gems. If we can't do that, you know, we'll go with try and get the 2 wins. This is a really, this is another, we talked about this, but yeah, I don't know why other than cleanliness, the prize structure here is a little weird, and I can see why they moved to like the in the event, the big open, they did best of 3, but they did it until you win X or lose X, right? And I do again like the fact that at least in that structure, as long as you're playing, you have the potential to max win. One of the worst feelings for me in Arena right now is when I lose my first match of best of 3, and you just know, I mean, you still got Magic to play, but you know you can't max win. And of course, that's how it always has been with drafting normally, but that's something that the whole win until, lose until system changed, and changed in a way that I liked. But I do like classic best of 3 here. We're going to give that a shot. Before we jump in, I'm trying to change my format. There we go. Traditional. Trad. Clunky. Well, as long as we're being clunky, I'll just clunk right into my sponsor, CardKingdom.com. They are purveyors of everything you need for your tabletop Magic game. They've got single supplies and sealed product, and their inventory is crazy good. I keep a lot of store credit with them because of that, and the store credit is excellent as well because you get 30% on top of the best buy prices in in Magic. I was talking baseball earlier. So surely if you are in the market for cardboard from Wizards of the Coast, you ought to be checking out Card Kingdom and giving them a chance at your business. And if you do decide to give it to them, please remember my affiliate link. It associates your business with me and helps keep me on the air. So thank you, everybody, for continuing to do that. Much appreciated. Look, if there was an open today, we would have the buy-in to participate. 22,975 gems. The open was 22,500. It's not gems, gold. Was 22,500 gold. So we actually have reached entry-level gold here, but I'm going to keep going, and because I'll say this. What's the most expensive thing gem-wise on the system? Like, whatever it is, it's well below 32,000 gems, so I should probably be converting gems into gold steadily for right now, even once we have cleared the buy-in level, so that we basically have several bullets from either side for whatever value proposition Wizards put forth. If they bring out a next event in which gems are the best, we'll have multiple event entries there. If they switch it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do there, and enter with gems. Try to balance the scales on that front. I'll hop to the draft view here as we wait to see how soon this fires. We're also keeping in tabs on player quality in best of 3. I mean, Hunter, our friend Hunter, was talking about how he had great success in best of 3 at the end of Zendikar, because it seems like all the best players or a density of players are migrating towards the ranked queues to try and finish their seasonal rank or whatever aspirational goals they have over there in rank, can make best of 3 have a less skilled player pool overall. And then on top of that, since best of 3 doesn't pair on rank, it pairs on record, you don't get a skill tax. Although, as you can see, been talking here for some number of seconds now, and we're the only person in this queue. So this is the the drawback of trying best of 3, is that sometimes you've got to wait. Maybe I should have jumped into the best of 3 queue and then talked about Wizards of the Coast organized play structure. I guess I could go back and see what people had to say about that. Haj and I on the same page about effectively naming, right? Clarity, like a huge point just being, it needs to be so crystal clear for your player base about what the heck to do. What do I do to prove that I'm the best at your game? I go over and play in the Pro Tour qualifier, and then I play on the Pro Tour? Got it. I don't get anything about the new system. Yeah, Haj, also, I talked about that more from the aspirational player perspective, but it matters to the viewer too, right? I mean, it certainly mattered to me as a Magic viewer over the past year plus as Wizards has tried to figure out esports, that I don't know what to care about. I don't know what I'm supposed to care about as a viewer. Oh, it's really talented Magic players playing on Arena this weekend. Does this matter? Is this a rival? I have no idea what this event is, what it's for, why it matters, and maybe if I watched the broadcast for a while, they would explain it to me on there. But it ought to be more apparent, just out of the gate, right? Just again from naming, and I shouldn't have to work too hard to understand what the stakes are of what's going on in your sports style event. Yeah, well, good thoughts from chat here. Yeah, I didn't mention that. I'm catching up on chat here. Hat saying, for a while, the best way to go pro was to stream another game well. It's true, because they were so desperate to attract big-time streamers to Magic to try and make them bigger time, to get them to be Magic players / streamers, that it was like arbitrary WotC invites are going to entertainers based on their entertainment clout, not players based on their play skill. All right, we made it. Xanatos thinks it's pretty easy to understand. Part of this all might just be pandemic related too, in that they've had to come up with how to do this in the context of a pandemic, and that may be harder for us to track. But let's focus on the draft at hand. This is an exciting first pick. I bet the same things are leaping out to you regulars that are leaping out to me here. The War Masters, frankly, busted if you drop it on 2 with an elf deck and they don't kill it. So there's no shame in just starting with the incredible rare. This is a reason to be in the elf deck. But I do want to call out Avalanche Caller is linchpin of the snow deck, and Shimmerdrift Veil being the best place to start in terms of snowlands, in that it's effectively a snow, not even just a dual, it's a snow anything, and goes into any deck even if you don't end up in snow. Although, as I've called out, despite it being a play in anything, yeah, we're going to take the War Master. It's too busted when it's not answered. Even better than the Avalanche Caller, which takes more setup than just having elves and changelings. But I just wanted to call out that Shimmerdrift Veil is a quality pick because it can go in anything. Although if you're not playing snow, its fallback level is more like Evolving Wilds level card, right? So yes, it goes in anything, but when it's not in snow, its value drops to pretty low level. I think, yeah, we do want to try and make this War Master happen. And there's not really, like, if there was some great stuff off of the non-elf cards, like Doomscar Titan is as good as it gets non-elf wise here. But Vandal is, I like a Vandal early, like Vandal ends up being like a naturalized effect that you're kind of holding in hand, waiting to naturalize something. But when you've got something like War Master, then suddenly Vandal has much greater value as the shapeshifter, and you're suddenly getting value out of playing it without the naturalized effect. So I think we'll take Vandal. And also the old, what do you want to take the cheaper one, right? When given a choice. Well, here I think is a pretty easy Behold, although this isn't exactly a Behold deck start over here. But with your green, you can end up splashing just about anything. Like, when I think green-blue, I think more snow. But this, and when I think War Master, I think green-black. But you could be green-black splash Behold, green-blue splash some key black elves, you know. And yeah, we can get shapeshifters from green, so we can get or from blue, so we can get blue elves. That's true. But anyway, all that leads to Behold for me. This is a little more interesting. We've got Beefy Elf. We've got Snow Flyer. That's not really for us right here. You take this late when you're heavy snow. Rune of Might is certainly a playable rune. I think that's about it, though. Bind, too early for Bind. Broken Wings, we'd certainly rather have Vandals in this deck. So yeah, Rune is takeable. It's still a little early for Outrider. Like, I feel like it's a 5-drop that is way more valuable to us than it is to others, and we'll probably get these late. Outrider is good, but yeah, I think I'm on the Rune plan. Uncommon, early, you know, if we get some good equipment that you can put the Rune on, that can be exciting. Here, I'm gonna stick on the Elf plan, take the Mentor. Yeah, we can take another Rune. Although I like this rune a lot less. One of the reasons I like this rune so much is it's +1/+1. I mean, this really changes the ability of certain creatures to get through, or when equipped, changes their ability to get through. Whereas this certainly helps them get through, but you know what I mean? Like, it deals more power. Like, I just love the power toughness bump here. And we're going to take Mentor here and maybe wheel the Sentinel. This is another deck where the Sentinel value goes way up. But this is kind of what I was more expecting to end up, is picking up the Disciples and ending up black-green. So Tegrid Shadow, also powerful in this deck, because if you're spitting out elf tokens, you can give up a couple of elves for the Shadow. But I think, yeah, and Rob likes it enough to want to take it. But I still want the Disciple more. I know that this is Deece with War Master, etc., but I want this. I want my 2s. I want my elf 2s. This is exactly what I want, really. And I find that other one, the Shadow, it would be a nice to have, but not as essential to me as hitting our elf 2s. Here's an Outrider I take. There's a Sinkhole, there's a Resplendent Ring. This wouldn't be bad. We could help splash stuff. But now this is where I like taking the big boy elves. Really not much for us here. We could take the Combat Trick, Wither Crown, we know what's up. Let's take Demonic Gifts. This is more useful than I think than Wither Crown or Mammoth Growth. Gifts on Elderfang Disciple is real. Trade for their 3 toughness creature and then make them discard. Yeah. Trade for the 3 toughness and then destroy a new enchantment. Yeah, save War Master. A lot of reasons to like the Demonic Gifts over anything else going here. Late Valkyrie, I like that a lot if you're in the aggro white lane, which we are not. This is a pretty easy Snow Swamp in case we come up with reasons to want to do that. Dogged Pursuit has really fallen off to, like, I think we tried it for a little bit, and I suppose there are still some hyper aggro decks where I would play this, but the times where it's correct to play this card are very, 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 very few. Snakeskin Veil is more protection for like the War Master. Raven's Wings, given we have a Rune of Might, I mean, +2, +1, and flying is a pretty decent piece of equipment. So I think it's one of these two, of course. But with the Rune, I think I'm going to take the Raven's Wings. Yeah, Port is interesting too. Yeah, Port is interesting. Too late, though. I took the Raven's Wings, but yeah, I see what you're saying about Port. That was totally an option, given the Behold. Jarl there, no problem. No elves here, but we can take a Recruiter, maybe. Maybe we'll run that. Pull these to the board. Yeah, I guess we're best of 3 and I can take Wings. I'm thinking more on the Vandal front, but I suppose I can't count on getting more Vandals. So if we don't get more Vandals, we'll want Wings. So maybe I should have not, I should have taken the Wings there, but hopefully it won't cost us much. Packmate is good. And then, yeah, we have this Prismatic Bridge. Asika. Asika's just okay. I wish Asika were an elf. But... yeah, I think Packmate's just better, right? I want to do the thing, but Packmate's better. So we'll take the better common. Another Avalanche Caller, Bergstrider, Rimewood Falls. Someone's getting a nice snowy hookup this draft, but Packmate's good for us. Finn. Not an elf, but on point as a 2-drop in the deck. There's just another Behold if we think we're going to head towards the splash. Sculptor is an elf, but we only have 1 Snowland right now. Well, she's probably an elf god, but they didn't use those creature types, right? You like Finn? Chat seems to want Finn. Rob wants to always be holding, but I think Rob just likes to say that. I don't know if Rob actually wants to take Behold or just likes to say always be holding. Yeah, let's take the 100%er. I agree. Lindy. Feed or Lindy? It's actually close, but I think maybe Feed. I like Lindy's tough to replace as far as I mean there's you know there's some other big things, but there's no like 6 or 7 drop common that's better than Lindy, right? So it is somewhat of a narrow slot, but I do like, you got to take a Feed if you're going to be the black. No, people don't want to even be in black because it has underwhelming cards, but Feed is one of the better ones. So we get a Lindy anyway if we want it, but there's also a pick, and the elf deck loves a pick because we're trying to dump elves early. It's really close to me. Everybody seems to be on Lindy. Maybe it's closer to me than everybody else, but for the elf deck, the pick I think is really excellent. Like it's the fact that we're in elves, not just a random deck. Oh, that's a good point. We got the Rune as well. The thing is, Goldvein pick on turn 3 is evasion. Is kind of my point. I'm gonna take it. I know I'm gonna have Lindy regret here, but I think that the observation that we already have the Rune of Might put me over the top. Nothing here though. Way down, I guess. I barely see this card anymore, but it's good enough here. We got a snow-covered forest if we want to add a little more snow to the pile, in case we end up with one of those snow elves, but Blizzard Brawl is good enough. It's just that for us, it's really, you know, straight fight. It's just okay. Math says straight bad. Yeah, it's just Prey Upon, and we have, like at least we have Outrider, and we wouldn't mind getting more. So I'm hoping the Outrider presence gets us there. I'm noting a lot of these Great Halls go by, at least a couple of Great Halls going. Someone's getting a nice white-black deck, I would expect. Rob just wants the sideboard Wings. I can't take a Wings over a Mentor, even though I will try to prioritize one of these for the board before we're done. Again, I would love just more Vandals if the table would cooperate. Perfect spot for a Disciple, although this Draugr also tempting. We're going to be Elves, so Draugr is going to easily get 2 things back. But I want the things to get back first, so I really want the Disciple, I think. Chat wants the raise. Enough chat is contradicting me that I'll take it, but I really want those Disciples. This is such a Disciple deck. Or Blackland. Veil or Rights. Protect our bomb or leverage the results of our bomb. Exactly. We have tokens for the rights, but we have a thing that makes tokens that we want to protect. I'm going to go with the protection. This is an elf we'd be willing to play. First 3. Kind of weird. Jarl. Well, here's a rights for us. I think we're doing pretty good for pack 2. Yeah, pack mates are 3-drop, I agree. Let's get more. Dread Rider. We could play that in a world where we were short playables, but I hope that's not us. Hey, looky, look. It's a bomb in our colors. Think we'll get this Vandal back? Probably not. I think the whole table's in green. But we will we'll certainly take the Lantern here. Another Finn. We could bolster the possibilities of the Finn win and Goldvein pick. There's another pick, but we're not going to take the pick here. Rob wants a Seeker. If we were doing more multicolor, like we got the one Behold, we might splash. I mean, Ice Tunnel would help with that. But yeah, I think that's a good point. I would take Sentinel over Seeker if we wanted some fixing, but you like the Sentinel. I think I like the Finn. I'm just going to take the Finn. It's simple, straightforward, and good. Icehide Troll. Sculptor of Winners and Elf. We only got the one land. We could take Snow Land, but that's a tap without actually doing anything for us. Just the Helm, I guess. Yeah, maybe we can ruin that up. Now we're getting a little heavy on equip, like I don't want any more equipment. Not really. I want to poison the cup, though. Yes, please. All right, Woodland Chasm fixes, and I don't know if did we end up with anything snowy yet? I guess Blizzard Brawl, but we're nowhere near that. So the snow doesn't really matter, but fixing is good. Yeah, Skull Raid is fine, but let's, as True pointed out, we actually have a lot of playables, so let's take fixing and make sure we cast our spells. I don't think we're playing the Behold at this point. Just gonna make a tight 2-color here. Elderleaf, but really, even though it's not an elf, we'll take the Reaper. Good enough. Another raise. Not every creature has to be an elf here. Sulphurous Mire, Way Down, or Horizon Seeker. Possibly the Carve if there was... We might have enough to crew, but... Yeah, I guess Seeker... We have no snow synergy, so there's no reason for that, unless we were just... Like, if this were black-blue, it might get us the Behold. I don't know if we're playing the Horizon Seeker, though. It's not really what we're doing here. Here's a 2-drop elf I can get behind. We haven't really seen these. I don't know if they've been in early packs and I just didn't notice them, but I haven't really felt like these have even been here to even consider. So elf bear, good for us there. Another demonic gifts, might play 2. Certainly playing 2 gifts before I'm playing any Wither Crown in this deck. There's the aura that has reach, but boy, I'd be pretty desperate if I'm bringing that in out of the board. So could take a recruiter. I think I've already thrown a recruiter in the board. I'm gonna just take Vault Progress, and I'll take Broken Wings #1 over Village Rites #2. And we still wield a Skull Raid, which could make the deck. Another one that could make the deck, we'll see. Another one that could make the deck, we'll see. Raid! That's true. Triple Skull Raid with the Tegrid. I didn't really think about that as I was passing them early. That's funny, though. Never playing a recruiter here, I don't think. If it were an elf, I would. All right, let's start the hard work. Serious cuts here. 16, 16. I'm going to cut a lot of these medium spells. Cut this way down. Cut one of the gifts. Cut. Maybe since we picked up the helm, I think I like our 3 equips. Like this is a package I want to go with. Let me get out of your way. I'll get to. There we go. 3 raids is too much. It's cute, but too much. Probably 2 is like, yes, this is a real combo for sure with Tegrid, but it's not like Tegrid's fine. Like, we don't need to have Skull Raids to make Tegrid good. It's just gravy. And I agree, we cut Seeker. We're not. I want Seeker when it's an elf, or if we were splashing, we're doing neither. Yeah, if we were to cut an equip, which one would you want to cut? I like all 3 a lot. That's the thing. Yeah, we can cut at least 1 Jarl. I like that. The Jarls are meh, but they get better in the context of tokens. It's got to be pick or wings, not the helm, right? But if we think of this as our inevitability, like I liked wings as evasion, you know, just getting through. Yeah, Brawl, probably Brawl is going to be worse for us even than like demonic gifts, yeah. And all right, we'll cut one of our equips. This gets us pretty low. We have no big top end, and we have some. Oh no, we don't have. We didn't end up with any of the creature-based ramp. Never mind. But I still think this could be with the pick. This could be 16 land. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself so that I can not have to cut another spell. But seriously, do you think this is 16 or 17? This is best of 3, so we don't get the smoother is one of the important things. Yeah, wings on Finn is clever, is legit, potentially. Let's just do this for now and ask ourselves when we hit the pick if we want it to be a wings instead, or maybe even just we wish we had both. Like, what's our worst creature? Our creatures are probably this final Jarl, right? Jarl can do... I like the 1 Jarl with the tokens and the demonic gifts. Because... Skull Raid. I like the 1 Skull Raid. Veil. Veil is an interesting cut. It's really here to just like save the War Master. All right, I'm in for that. or rights. You know, we could. We took Veil over rights. Should we cut the rights and keep the Veil? Yeah, we do have Raise to get it back, and rights is some card draw. All right, I like this. This is good. This is fine. Let's do this. And 9 green, 9 black. No snow whatsoever, right? So I should actually cut the snow swamp and just play a regular. It's only got that one rare that matters, but... So I like this. We are... Let's see, War Master makes me think of the Dylan song, Masters of War. So... I'm going to call this deck cryptically Thomas, because he named himself after Dylan Thomas. And that's this Elvish War Master's name. This is Thomas, the Elvish War Master. Any bling redemptions? Way overdue meme machine. Here, I'll give you a blah, blah, blah. Here's your blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
No, blah, blah, blah!
Okay, here. Sir Thomas. Elvish War Master. I don't feel like elves call themselves Sir, but whatever. Thomas is special. Let's go Theros Pretties. Ooh, wait, do we have nope. Don't have 2. Someday I'm gonna let's see. What are my jump? I'm gonna figure out which they are. We gotta remember this. So it's like, what's the set code? Is it S? JMP? Wait, but I know I have the black one. Why wouldn't that show up? What set is the... What do I filter to find these lands? Because I know I have another one. I guess I'll just go find it. I've never used those lands on stream because I never end up with the pair that I can do, or at least I never remember that we can. So I'm going to at least figure out what pair I have. There, okay, blue-black. So Dimir is on. I think I have red too. Maybe we have Grixis. Grixis. Cool. All right, so you're gonna help me remember that when we have Grixis decks, we can use those jump starts. Oh, that was M21? Really? Crazy. Okay, I guess it's there on the land. I could have looked at the set symbol, I suppose. Look! I'm busy. I mean, I just thought the thing you got out of the Jumpstart product would be from the set Jumpstart, right? It's just crazy talk. We got something to foretell on 2 at least, and not much for 3. Might have to fire off a Skull Raid, but I'm keeping this. Demonic Gifts with Mentor is clever, and that you at least get another token out of it. No good 2, but I'd root for the Shuffler to give us a good 3, but we literally have 1, and it's not that good, so... Little hole in our curve here. Finn steps up for offering something to do, though. I like that. We don't really have a block on the pup if they play a land, because they can threaten 3 points of first strike. But we eventually have demonic gifts that could bring it back, except it doesn't give it indestructible. So, like, demonic gifts against Fearless Pup doesn't actually do the trick we want. Hey, we're getting curved out on here by Serious Boros Aggro. Let's give you that meme. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to feed the pup because it's not stoppable currently. But Finn holds the ground well here, and I love. Yeah, they invested a lot into it now, so. And I like actually blocking, making him spend the mana, and then doing it at instant speed. So we'll just end the turn here and do that. Ah, that's true. I guess they already have the 3 they need, but... oh, there you go. They didn't need to spend, but look, it's still working out. Well, not really, because now we got to decide whether we need it. Can we take care of the pup on the ground? Yeah, Oppo has really, quote, done it. I've never seen, like, this is ridiculous. Did they only take 1-drops? Like, Oppo has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1-drops. Let's see what we got on CBL front. Doesn't look like it. All right, Cardboard Live is up. Hopefully it behaves today. All right, well, Oppo puked out their hand in an impressive display, but we can now get their last 2 cards, and then we just have to deal with a Raptor. And that's manageable. Another pup and a carve. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, that's true. We got another pup making things awkward. What can we do about that? Eventually, we can just pile on enough. We'll play Mentor, and we can just pile on enough that even the first strike isn't going to clear away enough. Wish I could get some value out of our hand there, but not really. Here we can now with Mentor and having demonic gifts for that. So here's what I'm talking about. Now we have enough, like we can just, if we pile everything on the Fearless Pup, they can first strike and even take out like Mentor and, but the point is we can get them. We can finally get the pup, and then we just have to deal with the Raptor, which is a serious problem here, too. Well, what have we got for it? We have outs. No, we cut the Brawl. But I think we need to, we're going to bring in the Brawl, though. Interesting. They're just doing that. Yeah, poison. There you go. You just got to draw that 1 poison out. Probably put Mentor first. We demonic gifts it and at least get some more stuff. Oh, they're going for Finn first. So we'll bring back Finn. I'm going to just rights the... Well, he can attack first. If they block, we'll rights. Might as well get the point, right? If they give it to us. Then we're going to find our Poison the Cup. And of course, then we'll have to deal with a 1/1 Spirit. So pesky flyers need to be dealt with here, sideboarding style. You'd prefer the block, but we gotta sack it. Like, if they blocked, why do you prefer a block? You want to trade? Maybe, and then you'd write something else? Yeah, Reaper isn't out. Reaper would be a great draw. Reaper would be even better than Cup after Cup. Yeah, we need kind of back-to-back, though, right? Reaper, we need an out to 2 flyers, because if we kill the first, we get another one. So we need both. We need Cup into Reaper. Oh, right, first strike. Sorry. So Cup into Reaper is what does it. That's what I mean. I thought we were moving into combat and I was going to attack with Finn, and then suddenly I was ending my turn. It didn't really... All right. Boros aggro got us. We got to adjust now. That was some nonsense. I almost want to figure out how to crush the weak. Can we splash? We don't really have any splash tools at all. Like, none. Way down, I hope we can have stuff die. Like, the trouble is, way down could end up just not... we want our wings over... Although, maybe actually, it's possible that Helm is the thing that has to go here. It's pretty clunky as far as this opponent's deck goes, right? Like, Outrider is a little expensive. Feed, all this matters. Brawl can get something. Veil, I agree. Veil can get something here. We're talking about small edges in tight early combat. Definitely cut Skull Raid. Definitely need the Jarl, the Vengeful Reaper. I don't know about Jarl. What is Snow Swamp? Oh, why Snow Swamp doesn't help though. Like, we still can't get to 3 snow permanents. I don't think. So I don't think that matters. I think feed was... Like, we lose faster if we didn't have the feed. Yeah, maybe cut Outrider, even? It's not doing the thing. Cut Outrider, and then that lets me cut a land. Mentor was doing some stuff, though. 20 seconds. I kind of like just having the 4/5 body at 5. But yeah, we could do like Seeker, this. Fine. You know what? Actually, I like this. I don't know about way down either, Scotty. It's cheap, but it needs setup, right? So we might not have time for the setup, but we are looking to trade off. Yeah, I made it because we got the Snakeskin Veil. We got a very floody start, but we do have Finn on 2. I think I got to keep this, but we might just get flooded out and lose, but I can't risk... Like, this has the early action that we need against this deck. So at least it's got the early turns. We have something to do. So I got to keep... But if we draw even 50-50 land in our first 5 or 6 draws, we're probably just losing. We need to draw spells. You wonder if their deck can replicate that curve out? Pablo, everything they showed us was 1 mana, so I'm going to say yeah. Yeah. I think they'll play a 1-drop. That's my prediction. I'll play a forest since we have 2 green cards. It doesn't matter too much, but we could end up in a spot where we want Finn plus Snakeskin Veil mana on 3. Well, even if they drew literally 100% of their 1-drops, there were like 9 of them. So yeah, they're gonna find one. Yeah, that's a good draw. Gives us something on 3, and this is nice to hold off the pup for now. But what I'm expecting here is pup and stupid second spell 1/1. Never seen it better than in Oppo's deck right here. All right then. New problem. Look at all that first strike. Not all 1-drops, but now watch Oppo play 3 of them. Well, that's interesting. Wow, why did they just give us the Berserker? Thanks, Oppo. We'll take it. What? I don't understand this at all, but I'll take it. Now I kind of like Packmate Foretell and Snakeskin Veil the Pup. I'm gonna send the Faithful for life for sure, but I like holding Veil up here. It was just weird that they activated Pup before even making me decide. Like, I had decisions to make, and then they made it snap easy. So now they got the 4 to even beat our Veil. But let's see. I may chump. We could chump and then just we 2 for 1 we kind of get a 2 for 2-ish, 2 for 1.5. They get a 1/1 flyer out of it. What's the other option? Math wants to just crack back. I don't think we're going to get him with poison, though. Yeah, we can race given the lifelink. That's fair. All right, if they're willing to do that, I guess we race with the lifelink. That's completely fair. Thinking it through, though. Because getting that thing dead would not suck. But yeah, if that's what they're going to do for the rest of the game, we're in good shape. We now get Packmate plus all that stuff anyway. Let's Packmate first in case it changes something. This is the floody-ish sitch that we expected, keeping 5-lander. So yeah, a bit floody, but totally predicted. And again, if they're just gonna pile, attack in and activate the pup, I'm fine with racing the pup at this point. Chat's right about that. There's another raptor. Well, now they can't even pump. Oh, this is great for us. Now we just win the battle. They get a couple of flyers, but this is good if they send in. Ah, they're going to be on defense now. All right. All right. Well, there's more land for us. No shockers. Let's send in Packmate. I don't know. On the one hand, well, Comas is just I mean, what do we want? Are we just looking to trade? If we're sending in Comas, we're saying we want to trade Faithful and Way Down for the pup. So if we want to do that, that's fine. But everything here is first strike, so there's really, unless if Way Down we're instant speed, like the only way this works is if they single block, which they're unlikely to do. So I'm just going to stay, yeah, we're just passing. But why? Like, why do we want to send in our creatures into this wall of first strike? What's the plan? Like, again, I guess if we want to Way Down the pup, that's fine. But if they want to, like, what are they going to do? Attack? If they want to race, again, we have Faithful to race with. I'm fine with them trying to race this. I do love that they just activate everything before even blocks, so I just get to decide. Like, it's... Thank you, Sapo. So kind. Like, Orphan Eater, you should be destroying us. But you keep boasting and letting me make easy plays. Well, somewhat easy. They could have something here, I suppose, but we're going to try and get this. Alucardi says, take it. I would like to try and win the combat here, because if we get blown out, then we do have the Way Down follow-up, right? Double block the 3-1. If we double block the 3-1, it's true that we also take that out. Yeah. And then we have the... Yeah, I like this. Let's do this. I'm going to make him have it all. I think they're being reckless. Tron doesn't like the double block. I don't like the fact that there's a pause. It does mean they have something here, so we could get blown out. But again, we took the blowout risk because of exactly what's coming up here. We get to weigh this down now. And then we're in solid shape. Although, wait, I need to... it's not solid shape because this does make flyers. I was thinking like, yay, it's just the Raptor. But they do get flyers. So this is not just over. We got to weigh down and give them the flyers. Yeah, I thought we were in solid shape before I remembered the flyers, Pablo. We are in medium shape at best. So we can swing in... Yeah, we could weigh down the 1-2. That's an interesting play. I hadn't thought of math. Just taking out the flyer and then being willing to race the pup. Yeah, that's a fascinating line. We might be able to wait a turn on that. Right now, the Raptor's not doing enough. Like, maybe the point is wait. If they leave the Raptor back to block, then we weigh it down. If they attack with it, we can race. Maybe they play something else. I'm going to say no attacks. Well, I am watching the rope, but my plan is to not do anything anyway, so it's okay. I think we're better off, Rob, facing 1-5-3 that we get 3 back on the crackback, as opposed to a couple of flyers that can just eat our 3-1 or trade. All right. See, that helps race. So if they just want to race, like, we can do this. Oh, no, they're going to do it again? Come on! Off the top. Ugh. Yeah, let's brawl the flyer instead. And keep at it. This is okay, though. Now we can weigh this down, and they get the 2 flyers, but we can actually race the 2 flyers? Maybe we can. We take 5 here. We need a little bit more help, but we take this, kill this. A little more help, deck. Just a little more help. Yeah, they're not... Orphan Eater is just blindfold on doing their thing. So, God, I really want to beat it. I really want to beat their loose-ass play here. I certainly respect the power of the low-down Boros aggro strategy, but I do not respect in any way, shape, or form my opponent's decisions around the play patterns. This is probably our... We do have a get back from yard, so I got to be careful about that. This is our least impressive... Well, I get loose, D, but I never get loose like this opponent. No. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but... And, of course, why would they draw lands, you know? Why would they? Yeah, I'm sure they're shaved way low on lands, nonetheless. At this point. Yeah, we're totally gonna lose, gang. Welcome to Bleh. Yeah, I should have put counter on the Finn. Sorry, now I'm being... Or you want counter? No, they're never blocking the Seeker. But yeah, I should have put a counter here because then the Gladewalker can threaten the Usher alone. And now I want to leave the Finn back. Let's see it. Yeah. True's blocking the Seeker. I think we're just dead unless we find flyers. Yeah, so I guess we need to swing both and leave Gladewalker back. Yep. There should be a counter on one of these, though. Is a little error there. Do I compound it, or where do I put the counter? Doesn't help on the, you know, we're blocking the Usher either way, so I guess we put it on the Finn. And yeah, we'll boast a Thin. Why not? Nah, we're totally gonna lose, and it's gonna suck. Oh my god. I hate losing to a deck like this. We should be able to contain it. We got really unlucky to not be able to contain this deck. Do I need to just take this and figure out how to get there? Let's see. If we draw our War Master, we can actually play it and activate it. So we're going to leave this in case... No, we can't trade. Like, we're losing on the next turn if we don't find an answer off the top. Really? You think we should trade here? But we have War Master outs off the top. Yeah. We have outs. But if I'm just trying to play to the War Master but I only have the one elf. So I guess only one trampling elf doesn't do it. So I'll do it because the War Master isn't an out. I think. Yeah. And there's the War Master. And well, we don't... What trample? War Master only pumps elves. That's why I decided to make the trade. We don't have elves. We just have a pumping War Master. So we still have to send though. And we can't block flyers, so what are we doing if not applying the pressure that we can? No, wait. Well, right, that's... Ashley's like, you traded your only elf. That's why it was a debate for me, because we had the top deck, War Master possibility. Yeah, this just gets... Like, I was thinking we're trying to make him have to choose the block, but this doesn't do anything. To send this doesn't do anything. Only sending this does anything. Sorry, I'm falling onto chat, tell me what to do. I've stopped playing the game. I gotta play my own game here, or I'm just gonna make mistakes. Right, it would not have been lethal if we had kept the elf. That is why I decided to trade it off. That's pretty dangerous. I mean, War Master self-pumps, right? War Master is a 4/4 trample. I don't even want to hover over it. Not trample, not trample. I'm getting confused about my own cards now. But also not dead because they do need to double block. Right? So we send in, they have to chump, and then we're still good. We still got one more to win, too, and I got to do it fast, which is funny. I'm playing against this aggro deck, and my clock is still struggling, because it's been very tight to try to find the lines to contain this aggro. I forgot Boast, I guess, but it came down. I felt like the game was already over. Because they needed... I guess if they could make 2 creatures off of 1 spell, that would have been it. But they didn't have outs if they didn't do 2 things. All right. For the spoiler, for the lulls. Yeah, there we go. Whew! Don't we get the match? Can't we just call that the match? All right. Any other changes to make? We played pretty... We finished this up pretty quick. Like, maybe needed demonic gifts. Number 2. Thanks, Noid. Chat really helped there. I was losing my mind. But I also lost... I stopped... I did the thing where I was no longer thinking for myself. It's really bad. That's a streamer thing that I find happen. I find my mode sometimes like, oh, geez, you're just waiting for chat again. Don't do that, Ryan. Yeah, too much first strike for gifts. You're right. In fact, maybe we should cut the other one. Like the gifts plus first strike was not working, right? So actually, that's a great point, and I think we should cut it. I think even just random 5-drop beef would be better. Yeah, we could add Jarl. They are so hasty with the Jarl, but they're so first strikey that I don't know what. I don't know if we actually get them with that the way we want. A recruiter, maybe not the worst, is just being a 3/3 for 4. Like, it's might be better than Tegrid that way. Yeah, that, like, maybe we should bring in that and Helm I took out because it felt a little clunky at 5, but maybe it's better than Tegrid. I don't think cutting the land is right. That's just being reactionary. Yeah, Skull Raid is still interesting too, but it's a little too reactionary as well. I'm going to cut the Draugr. I'm going to cut that Recruiter and just go with this. Yeah, they don't hold lands for Skull Raid either. Well, they don't have lands to hold for Skull Raid. They draw 4 lands and then play every card they draw for the rest of the game. That's just how that works. All right, this looks like we could get there. At least we get some defense. Couple of good defenders early and a Rune of Might to make them bigger. I'm in. All right, Hat, I'm playing fast. Here we go. I think we want Finn first. Obviously, if we can get Vandal value, that would be better. Why would you play that? What are they doing? Orphan Eater, this does not belong in your deck. What is this for? I can't lose now. Orphan Eater, I respect so much of what you're doing and disrespect so much of what you're doing. Come talk to us. Your deck could win at like a 7% higher rate than it's currently doing. Boy, this feed's gonna need to come through for us. This is scary. To that end, guess we have Faithful. It's the only. What else are we doing? We could play Rune, but I'm just gonna play Faithful, max the mana. If they go for the aggressive approach, we can at least crack back for lifelink. They already have Threat of Activation. And we're not blocking, so I'm going to send Finn. And great point. Mass Vandal has a target, right? So we need something dead. We'll try to let our faithful go for ideally to trade, but like everything they have has first strike, so it's a really tough combat situation for us. And we get our fourth land. Great. This was a, I didn't call it out, but of course we needed land here. We could rune up the faithful. And it allows us to attack. It tramples. You say suicide the faithful. I like rune on the faithful until it dies. You want to make Finn bigger? I'm kind of into yeah, you think they're just never going to deal with Finn though? Here we are, me taking too much time though. I got to figure it out. I'm going to go with my line then. Instead of waiting for chat to tell me what to do, I'm going to do the thing that made sense to me. Faithful, swing both. Oh yeah, you think they have wings? That's fair, so let's let them, let's hold then. Well, if you send Finn... Yeah, Finn works, right? Because it's only +1. But they could do the Raptor and kill Finn. But if they do that... Yeah, we can attack and they can take the one they want, right? I'm gonna send, no, I don't care. They have the first strike, yes. Yeah, the first, but they can only get one of these, right? Right? They get one, and then we get the wings. So I'm gonna do this. Look at that. Surely their lane was wide open, I'll say that. They're going to put that on the Berserker. Yes! And we're going to feed that Berserker. Just going to do this now before anything gets out of hand. We can send Finn. They don't have blocks there. I'm going to leave a blocker back, though. Orphan Eater finally flooding a little bit by their standards. 5 doesn't seem like flooding, but it is for this deck. At 26 cards. No memes, leave me alone. I got work to do. So, I could prevent 3 with a chump. Does it change the clock? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't change the clock with the mentor coming to chump, so I'm going to chump. Save some life. Now, if I chump and they block too big, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 in. That's not lethal. I'm going to take... Except I'm not attacking with my token anyway. It's kind of its job for these tokens is to get some life here. So I'm going to still block and just send in our... Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. It takes away their double block potential here. Oh, except we don't have a creature. I figured we'd have a creature in the yard. All right, so we're just swinging away, and then we will weigh down based on what is dead. They have to block the Finn, or they lose to Finn. So, and they can't really block the Gladewalker, or they just lose. Oh, they're going to do that? Okay, that seems crazy. I mean, they're not dead, but yeah, you got to do that, Oppo. And now I guess maybe they have some crazy combat trick out, but they need to do something I can't fathom here. Chat! Good news, everyone! I don't have to quit Magic today. Oh, thank God. I mean, I was staring at retirement, gang. I was staring in the eyes of retirement. And only because the decisions Oppo was making, I have a great deal of respect for what that deck was doing. It was doing its thing and doing it hard, but Oppo did not play it well. Oppo was just being reckless and loose and throwing away info. I don't think they knew how Boast really worked. They felt like that Boast was after declare attackers was when you had to do it. So, Oppo, love the approach you took there. That is a powerful strategy in this format, and it almost got us. And I think you would have had us if you had just played a little tighter, and that's, of course, how Magic goes. But if somehow you stumble upon this, come hang out with us. We'll tighten up that game of yours and hone you into a finely edged weapon. Well, maybe. As finely edged as we are around here anyway, which is, Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I am not patting myself on the back for perfect play there, but especially by the end, I was playing too quickly, and I, as always, just have to certainly, on some level, let myself off the hook of Magic being difficult, and I'm doing the best I can, but am not calling out Oppo's mistakes and suggesting I did not make a nice chunk of my own. We can keep this without the green yet. We have stuff to do early at least. Third land is not a forest, but we do have faithful mana now. Play what I can. I feel like... Seriously, Arena? What do I gotta do? Alright, there we go.
Some say I never heard of ya. Don't believe the hype, it's a sequel. Don't believe the hype.
Can I have that? You don't want it. You threw it out. Wow, Oppo's got quite a great start here. What do we want to do? I guess we're still faithfuling here. Use our mana. Let's see. Wow, they are doing it. What do we even do here? They've like Oppo has just marched towards a perfect start that I have nothing like. I don't, you know? Yeah, I guess we make Finn and make it bigger, but boy, we're just gonna be in trouble to this. That is the correct line. We can't do it all this turn though because we only have one green. So I think just mentor here. Yeah, I already feel dead. I mean, they already have their Wooburg for Path, and like we're not even on turn 5 yet. So, yeah, Gladewalker Faithful gets an attack, but let's do that. I like spending all our mana here. The Gladewalker, maybe even on Mentor. Yeah, I'm not worried as much about the Spirit as I am about the Path going off and us not being able to beat that. Let's see. Well, green, anything, blue, red, black, and white. Well, now they do. There you go. They got there. But yeah, they needed white and black. They needed white or black. Instead, they got both. Gladewalker and Finn? How? You can go... Yeah, we have one green, Rob. One green. One green. Let's see. I guess if we accept not doing the foretell, we can just kill the spirit and go. Maybe that's the way we can win here, is... turn it sideways before they can manage. Swing all. I don't like giving them free token. I mean, why give them these? Too much life to send the 1/1s, I think. Also, with Finn and the 1/1s, we actually threaten a... Well, we don't need the... With Finn, we don't need it. Never mind. I'll play Finn. But with Gladewalker, for example, like you can double block there or something. They made that trade. I think we're just going to lose to World Tree value, though. I mean, if they're just going to march towards World Tree value. And also, let's keep in mind also that as a 5-color deck with their mana, they're playing bombs and they have all their mana. They can play anything in their hand. So, yep, race is really our only chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get picked off here. That stinks. They make a 2/2. I guess, again, I'm not going to send in the 1/1s to suicide into the 2/2 at this point because they're elves and we have an elf pumper. So we send in Faithful and Fangbearer and make them do it. No good attacks. I mean, if we do this, what's wrong with it? They could hit it for 2 and block it, but that's okay. These are good attacks. They're not great, but whatever. They force the path. Yep, Raise is going to help here. All right, they're going to go for kill the token, block the Faithful. That's interesting. Did we? I'm just going to go Outrider unless we mill the War Master, but we didn't. So let's just Outride. We got a nice board. They got a nice grip. I mean, we don't know what's in it, but 6 cards makes for a nice grip. That would be great. Raise Finn and Finn, and then just keep trying to get there with poison. Always a problem. We opened on the War Master, and the War Master is certainly worth chasing an elf deck for. Like just hard casting the pack mate, looking for a land for possible raise or Gladewalker. All right. So they can make a 4/3. That's not enough to kill this. If they double block, they could kill it, but then we could get it back. If we swing all, we're just volunteering to trade for the troll on the strength of our raise. I don't know if that's worth it. Do you think that's worth it, Mike? I mean, they're just gonna... I mean, they have a 4/3 indestructible that we're attacking into. So we're just counting on the raise at that point. Yeah, push some damage, I guess. Coma and the Mentor, not bad, but then we should just wait then, right? Yeah, see, that's more my mindset, Haj, that we're just going to lose. Like, at 17 life, we can't throw away resources into an Icehide Troll trying to get damage in. And we do have a raise that functions this turn, so I think we need to get wide and find our War Master, and we can win with the War Master. Right, I think we need to go wide, and I'm saying we can't go wide if I'm throwing creatures away on Icehide Trolls for a couple damage each turn. There, it could have been 5, depending on how they wanted to block, but yeah, that's not. At least when this dies, it stays dead. Way down is the secret sauce for the troll, though. Yeah. So they 2-spelled when we're trying to go wide. That's not great, but I'm gonna get 2 cards back, and we already got the 1 Finn. We'll just take these 2. But yeah, we couldn't get. I guess. Well, Finn's a warrior. Yeah, we could have gotten Finn and Mentor, I guess. 7 mana. I'm gonna show them what they know about. And with their width, I think we just have to say no attacks and look for our War Master. Our pack 1, pick 1 would be a welcome sight. Nah. Nope. That was someone issued a prayer to the magic gods for it when our faithful died, but we did not hit. Well, more mana so that when we do get our or our War Master, we can play it and activate it on the same turn. Okay, well, here we are, still not having a great spot, still waiting for War Master. Oppo's still getting wide back at us, so we don't really have anything but losing slowly to flyers or finding our removal / bomb. Gladewalker doesn't do anything on the board right now. In a sense, I was waiting because I'm thinking in terms of War Master as our major out, and if we draw the War Master, we get to make a token with it. We would go War Master, Gladewalker. Maybe I'm being fancy play there and should play it, but also it just none of it matters on the board right now. But yeah, I suppose if I'm looking to War Master pump, we want this out. But feed's a nice draw. That gives us some time. We could feed the troll and be able to crack back, but maybe it's too late for that now, and we need to feed the raven. I take opinions on chat from that one. The ground is still pretty crowded. Mike thinks we're racing. Craven Hulk is... Well, Craven Hulk allows for blocking. Yeah. That's an interesting point. Going for the Outrider buff instead. But if we make a 4-power... I like making a 4-power to threaten the Hulk 1-for-1. So let's see if we can make a race of it. I don't think we wait for double blocks. I think we just get the troll out of the way. And I think we definitely are sending these. We can send Finn and know that if they block with the Hulk, they die. We can send this knowing it gets us life. And then the question does, do we want to send these and risk their death? Yeah, waiting for him to commit mana may have been better. I'm very distracted today. I don't know. Let's send it all. I'm sending it all. And this is a pretty good result if they go with it and they have nothing in hand. Although, you know, they got a foretold card, so who knows? Yeah, we have no... Like, they're 5 color. It could be any Behold spell in the format, practically. Now Oppo's got some thinking to do. That's so magic for you, though, right? Like, the entire game is revolving around one card. We get rid of the one card, it completely changes the game. They play one card, completely changes the game. Danger saw their... Dan saw that coming. Well, maybe I got a turn too hasty. Let's see. So they can pump this to trade. They only get one of them. We can War Master. Wow. Yeah, we'll do that after attack. Still a 4/4 death touch, exactly. So let's let them decide what they're going to give up here, and then we'll make our 4/4 Death Touch. They can trade for the Mistwalker, right? They just pump the Mistwalker. But I'm okay with that. These are now both Death Touchers, effectively, and so they can't attack unless they kill... They can't... Like, if these are all 3 lands, they can't attack, is what I'm saying. The fact that it can come down to those individual cards, though, is what makes the game parsable, right? Like, the fact that we could recognize that the key card was Icehide Troll allowed us to play properly. Interesting. So we could pump, but then we can't pick. And... if we pick, we could pick War Master and then next turn pump and defeat the Raven. Might be worth... yeah, but pump is a trade. Let's keep that in mind. Pump is a trade. Pick says it's not a trade. But yeah, we're only the Abyss if we keep the War Master, right? I like pick and hold. Or pick and Finn. Now I gotta think about it, because we could, I mean, yeah, okay, if we send in and pump and they block Finn, we get them to 3. If they block War Master, we get them to 8 poison. But then, yeah, I like just attack Finn. I think the War Master is more important than Finn here, even with the... But the thing is, and they clearly seem to have something, right? Let's send in Finn and see what they want to just trade it. Trade it off. I could have picked it, I suppose. Well, if they're going to do that, I could have picked it. But if I had done that, they would have... Huh, okay. Well, I'm going to do this. Huh, we got nothing too, though. So... if they got nothing, we ship in, we pump, they... and we are left with one thing. If they truly have nothing and are top decking, then hopefully we are advantaged and putting them in a spot where they need to top deck here. Scotty just likes the Finn. Some different opinions from chat. I liked this approach because it sets them both to be lethal next turn. You know that was a top deck. You know it was a top deck. All right. That's all right. We'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get him. That's why they put it in the... Oh, my God. You know that was a top deck, too. That's why they put him in the deck, though. We all want a top deck. Oppo's just doing it well here. Oppo's out top decking us. Do we need to freaking Village Rights it now? What can we do to win? I guess we gotta pick... We gotta get rid of Finn and find something. Life is the gift, everybody. Life is the gift. Here, these memes are from a game ago, but now they're very appropriate to pay these meme machines off. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta hit the right button. Oh, wait. Oh, great! Stream Deck's busted on me, too. Gotta love that. Thanks, Stream Deck. Here, I'm gonna give you your meme machine money back because it's not working. Sorry. So close. What a game. Yeah, wings. Just for the flyers. If we get an Icebind Pillar or a Path, that's fine too. So definitely wings in. Yeah, we need the way down for the troll. Good call there. Maybe for a gifts. And need something out for this wings. Jarl? Maj and I come up with the same cuts here. Sounds good. Yeah, Skull Raid seems like it would be decent against them. I don't know. We have to stick. I want to be aggro elves, though, too. All right, we can keep this. And we have the one Skull Raid in. I just don't know if we're supposed to play more. There seemed to be a suggestion maybe more was appropriate. That was manual. I did that one manually. Do we play the Vandal for no value because of lack of any other play? It's such an underwhelming attacker, and this is not, like, it's more of a defensive card, but it's not nothing, and I think we do need to put as much pressure as we can on the deck, so I will play it, but I hate this. What I need to do is try quitting the software. Quit the software is first step. Boy, I almost want to Village Rites the Masked Vandal just to look for more. Like, this is so bad for us. We're not doing anything. I'm doing it. Like, we cannot sit here and do nothing against the World Tree deck. Like, this is not enough. I want to do something. All right, this one power creature instead. Yes. It is a better clock. All right, Stream Deck, you gonna work for me now? We'll see in a minute. Let's see. Do this. Sure. All right. No. Still busted. Stream Deck restart didn't even work. I'm gonna unplug it now per True's suggestion. Bip boo bip. Well,
Come on, Berserker. Girls think sexy.
wrong one. I missed it.
All right, everyone, chill.
Another manual entry. Rune, not worth it on most. I guess we could put it on the Finn, but it's still just trading off there. But I kind of want to look for, I mean, the card draw is what's important here on some level 2. I'm going to do it to keep cycling through cards. I know this is not the best, but it's not the worst either. And, you know, how else are we going to flood out? All right, let's try this again. Nope. Dead meme machine. Oh, here comes the flood. We could send in and raise. We've got Vandal, so it would get us 2 back. Oh, did it get... It might have accidentally gotten moved around or something. Yeah, it got moved. Thanks, D. I wonder if I can Control Z it. No. Oh, actually, maybe that would have worked. It's not always fixing the memes. Sometimes you're fixing your sponsor logo, too. There we go. I'm going to send in just Finn. It just got dragged around here. I should lock this one, but then if I lock it, other stuff goes wrong. You're not wrong, David. You didn't mention the host, though. The record, the memes, the sponsor logo, the host. This stream is falling apart. And hold on Vandal now. Nah, still same thing. I'm gonna just apply the pressure that we have. It's an elf. We could find our War Master and get going. Or just get completely brickwalled by a random 3/3 and draw more land. That's the other thing that could happen. We will say goodbye to flesh and blood. You like Alpha? I think swing Finn is okay. We can keep swinging Finn, makes sense to me. East likes the Alpha Strike. Clear the 3/3 and... try again? We are so losing. This is... Magic. We love Magic. Magic's fun. Everybody love Magic? So fun. That's alright. The good news is I don't have to quit Magic playing forever because we managed to win the first match somehow. Would Tigrid be in time? I guess we're at 20. Tigrid would be nice for sure. I want a swamp though. All right, I'll take a pack mate. Six land left. We're only 25% to draw a land. Take these broken wings. Packmate? Nothing else? Packmate, Gladewalker? Trade either one. Won't bother. I mean, we could, yeah. These two. Pump again. Hodge says, "Do you even kill?" What else are we doing with this thing, though? I mean, you got a point, but like, come on, this is too good. They just put 6 mana into it, and if they stop it, they got to use more mana. Okay. Even Veil is okay. It's on a tapped creature. Oh, that's delicious. It's both colors. Both colors. And it's cold. What a cool land to draw. War Master! I'll take it. We can make like 4 tokens and still move it. I know we're not allowed to make 4 tokens. I'm just saying we could. They had a clean block on the Vandal, so I didn't bother there. This moves for 4. I could re-equip, though. Might as well. That's why we needed all this mana. Look, we used all our mana this turn. Whew! Thank goodness we drew all that land. Whew! Tapped out. Just enough. Just enough. Oh, I should have thought about Crush the Weak. I totally put the Helm on the wrong thing. Oh, the Helm doesn't give toughness, though, does it? Oh, no, it does. So, yeah, anybody who saw that, hats off to you. I should have moved that to something knowing this was in their deck. Duh. If you called it out, good on you. I missed it. Send in trade Vandal for Outrider, play Mentor, and move Equip. Or they can not block and go to 2, I guess. They can't. They can't? They can just put both of it on, but that's fine with us, right? And now, if they don't find another creature, the Hulk can't block at all. I guess they could have another Crush, in which case we would want the Mentor alive. So I'm going to put it on the Mentor in case they're playing multiple Crushes. And yeah, it makes a lethal threat to boot. You all are the ones thinking about lethal. I'm trying to think about controlling the board for another turn. All right, we can win the next one in 8 minutes. I got this, True. That's a lot of land to draw and still win the game. Wow. Stream Deck is my hardware. Yeah, maybe Snakeskin Veil could be good. They've shown Squash. They've shown Crush the Weak could let something survive that. I mean, it's not targeted, but it could let a two toughness survive it. Yeah, Taggart appears to not be in our deck by all evidence so far. Veil called. Is this a brawl situation? No, it's not really a brawl situation. They got big butts over there. Cannot lie. This is good. I think this is solid, but I don't know if it's good enough. Yeah, maybe just skull rating their handful of Value Town. Another skull raid I like better than a Veil even. If we do anything at all, we just run it back. I mean, you want Wings in? Yeah, maybe Wings in. Not running 41 though. If we do that, I would want the pick out for Wings in. And if we did that, 16 wouldn't be the worst, but we do have stuff to do. I'm gonna just cut the skull raid back down and go in. No, we like the way down because of the troll. They have a snow troll that's a real problem for us. Has an easy keep. Would love to find something to do on 3 besides a no-value helm. I don't think I would play that. Okay, that's something to do on 3. Cast our Packmate that we're going to foretell here. Or we could get Finn going. What do you think? Finn or fallback foretell plan on... I think I like Packmate because it gives us a clean plan that's good for 3. Because... if we go Finn, then our fallback plan next turn is foretell the Packmate, and that seems weak to me. Whereas foretell Packmate on 3 seems strong, so I like that. Yeah, all right, I'll try to ignore chat. I like chat though; they're too nice. We can Wings and attack. Probably just Elder Relief if nothing changes here. That is enough of a change that we can consider it, but we could also still Elder Relief. Maybe Wings Equip is fine here and just apply the pressure, especially given the clock. could also just feed and go. I'm gonna, I generally like getting more board presence here. This is more damage than board presence. But also, since I'm playing under a clock, I like leaning damage plan. We have broken wings, so if they come up with a flyer, we still can keep attacking. Village Rites with Mentor can help us find some action later, but I think we just want to feed the biggest spirit there. We technically have 2 spell, though, if we want to mentor. Well, actually, mentor block sack. Yeah, I got there, Mike. I was ready to feed, but we don't need to feed now. We might get something better, and really the Village Rites block sack is a great play for us. Gives us more options next turn, help us find our 6th land. Continuing to have broken wings and a flying packmate is great because they really need to remove the packmate itself. If they come up with a flying blocker, we can take care of it. Rocket's got concerns upstairs. He's worried about how this game's going to play out, I think. There's our 6th land. Good to see. Called out that we could just go Draugr's Helm, no token, equip, and have 6 power in the air for a straight 2-turn clock. It's pretty appealing given that they have not shown an answer to the packmate, right? Like, if they could stop this flyer, they would have by now. And they do have a lot of flyers in the deck, but I'm down for the put the 2-turn clock on them. It leaves some value on the table with the Helm. But since they haven't showed anything for this, let's keep on it. Yeah, but we're not dead, right? If they have removal and they come in, then we crack back for the win. That, as far as answers to their problem goes, that was a good one for Oppo, not gonna lie. What can we do about that? We're gonna obviously play a land. Finn blocks nicely. So Finn's got to come down. And then Serpent is another dead thing, and we're okay. Can't end the turn without discarding, so I'm going to go ahead and exile the Summoner now. Now Finn can block a spirit. They are left with a 4/4 that we have plenty of tools to drop and block. I'm more concerned about the obvious fistful of cards here, including a 2nd spirit. But we have a plan to not die this turn. That's nice. So probably need to play Mentor to get some chumpers around. Packmate, draw some extra. But basically we need to get, like, if we get a... I guess the game plan is to get Grizzled Outrider in the air for 6. That's not the worst. Can we survive? Wings gets nothing here. Unfortunately, Troll survives the way down. I think this is probably GG. We need this big blocker, and then we need something else to chump, but we just don't have that. I guess we way down and chump. So gotta way down. Trouble is, like, we way down the Outrider. And then Mentor gives us a chump, and we can at least play the wings. And then, or the Helm. Oh yeah, we play Helm, and then... Well, we have to double chump, though, unfortunately. No, we don't have to double... Well, we have to double chump. So, foretell, yeah. Whoa, we got cycloned. That was a pretty good game, pretty good match, but rifted out of this one mostly. We're not totally dead here, but let's just play out the cards and see what comes of it. We need to draw like a creature, small creature. Poison the cup. 1, 2, 3. Do we have a 3-mana creature? So close. We have a 1-mana creature. So close. Yeah, raise and play Mentor. Ugh, this is terrible, though. We're not dead, but this is not good. I mean, we'll try. I mean, this is just 3 chumps again, though, is the real problem here, right, gang? I mean, we are alive for a turn, only to lose our entire board with Oppo still having 3 cards, so... This is mostly wheel spinning to buy some time left on this plane. But yeah, everything's lethal, so gotta block everything. Blood on the Snow off the top, 1 time. What? Alright, it's not in our deck, but still. Break Wings. Poison a cup. And scoop. Got by the dingus. I was going to try and find my "You're Dead" meme, but I have to manually do it. Oh, here, I found one of them. Yay!
Is this a dead man, Doctor? Very dead, Mr. Spock.
Nice match, Dingus. Thought I might have you, but Cyclonic Rift. That dumb giant got me. I'm gonna keep. We have Packmate on 2. If we find a different 2, we can go 2 into Gold Vein, pick equip on 3. We'll see. But Packmate makes this hand good. I never memed it. No. I used that song in Starting Soon theme week, though. The theme of that week was things for Hat to harass me about for the rest of my life. Now, the theme of that week was TV show songs that were used as TV show themes. And then I happened to mention that they were all songs I knew about, and then Hat has clung to that. Let's go Packmate first. We do have a Snowland. No Snowland, though. Hey, look! By the way, literally haven't seen this card in our entire... It has not been on the battlefield in any way, shape, or form. Graveyard, hand. We finally get to do some tagging if we want. Turgring. We could do it, but we could also just mentor now. Yeah, also I don't want to get this countered. Let's attack and see if they want to do something. I mean, I'm so eager to play this, but I got to play correctly, which is to draw out anything they want to do on attacks first. That's okay. That takes away the counter spell. So now we could go ahead and Lantern. It's safe to Lantern. I'm going to do that. Yeah, it's strokeable. That's true. I don't really play around Stroke, but it was definitely strokeable. I haven't seen Stroke. I thought Stroke was going to be a bigger player in the format than it has been. Did they just not? I mean, they had Snowland. Did they just not? Oh, they pinned that. Sure, makes sense. Now I get it. It's not. It's artifact or creature. Turns out. I like Foretell Poison. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm just trying to use my removal too quickly. Mentor seems fine. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm just excited to, like, scry and stuff, but I shouldn't be. We have a fine sitch. I should just play the Mentor and pass. If they want to attack, I'm gonna... Well, here's the thing. With Vandal, if something dies, we can get rid of the mists, but I can also block with the Packmate to get something so that we can Vandal. If they send both, we'll put Mentor and Token on and see if we can make that trade with them, if they're willing. Now, okay, so we're gonna do it this way instead. I don't think this card is worth it. It's not unplayable. It's just pretty low impact. But I guess we could take it into, like, what's more important? Getting a creature back or having this dead? Like... I don't really care about that. Why do we care about that? It's Scry 1? Well, yeah, let's start here. I don't care about this card. Pick on token Foretell Cup, says Mike. We can do that and still even play the Vandal if we want. But Foretell says maybe we play it, maybe we don't, and that's a fine place to be. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. I'm doing some of it, and I think it's all going to lead to a win. So I have Poison the Cup up. I don't care about this card. I mean, I could have released the Mentor, I guess. I don't know. I liked having Poison up, bottom line, and I'm going to use it. And look how good it's going to be. Seems okay that we did that, maybe. That was all right. I don't have anything to raise yet, really. So we're going to drop that, but we'll leave the faithful. Yeah, Packmate does get a card. Felt underwhelming. Just because we don't need it right now? I don't know. I'm just trying to be on the front foot. But I'm also playing quickly because look, the other thing I'm learning today is that if I sit here and go, and I'd rather hear you talk about my mistakes as I'm playing at a prompt pace than wait around to play better, if you get what I mean. I am going to give up, and the other reason I didn't want to get the Packmate back is I had it in my head as being Vandal fodder. That's another thing. And we're going to get our power back here. Move the pick to here. Been a little bit loosey-goosey this game, somewhat on the strength of the cards we have. Like, I just feel like we're going to get there if we just keep at it here on the Lantern. And also, again, my speed problems are real. I got to play quickly or it could be a problem. I was willing to do that. The Faithful wasn't attacking through a 5/5 anyway, and we're really just trying to get there on Lantern power. Three Lantern activations, friend. Yeah, sorry, pal. Paper towel. Threw in the paper towel. Lantern's a little busted if you have any kind of breathing room. Bind. Base green, blue, snow, basically. So, yeah. I don't know how to sideboard what exactly I'm sideboarding against. They got a Raven's Wings. I guess with the Raven's Wings and the auras, we could bring in a Broken Wings. Is that too much alongside the Vandal? Demonic Gifts. I'm going to cut the gifts for the Broken Wings and run it. This is keepable. We at least have the turn 2, turn 3 Reaper play if nothing else comes up. Reaper with a pick seems good too. And looks like Reaper Foretell it is. bow out. I mean, they got their bow out. We will still stick with our Reaper play over poisoning any cups or anything. No, we saw the Reaper once before, at least, I think. Interesting choices next turn. Let's see what Oppo does before we decide. But we could pick and equip and use the mana to foretell. I like poisoning that cup while the poisoning is good, though. Let's not waste any time on that front. Although, looks like we can get the... can we do it all? We go pick, equip, and we only have 2. No. Yeah, we can do poison and upkeep with the foretell. I like that. We'll do that. I was just seeing if there was room to pick, and there was no way to get the pick in on the action this turn. We can do it here because they only have 1 snowland. If they'd had 2 snowlands, we would have had to have done it main phase, but they only had 1, so we got away with that. We have the Elderleaf Mentor, so we're going to keep the village rights on the strength of that, but we can send away the land. Let's see. So I can just drop something bigger than everything they've got, though. I'm going to start there, and the rest of the hand looks fine past that, but just a big 5/5 is fine here. Stonewall their board and say, what are you going to do about this boring vanilla 5/5? And then if they have an answer, we got plenty of comebacks of our own. Yeah, true. A 3/7 is some bigness, huh? Or 3/6. Yeah, 3/6. Well, we can work with a 3/6. We got a gold vein pick. However, this is screaming -3, -2, or -3, -0. Because if this were a 2/5, they have free blocks, right? Probably they're threatening Mammoth Growth, and they do have a Foretold card, and the Outrider is important enough here, and the race in our favor enough here that I think we just take this. We just say no blocks. Oh, they just foretold it. Yeah, still, I still like taking there, is the bottom line. And with pick, with the pack mate and pick, we can actually equip, pick, and sack for the mate or the mentor, so we're going to do that. I guess if they have removal, they could prevent that from working, but then we would have village rights to at least respond and find something else to do. G-Guards likes it on the 5/5. There's, you know, you can make something huge or you can put it on the evasive threat. Either are justifiable. I don't know what increases our win percentage more here. So... yeah, yeah, that does play around Mist on the big boy, right? So, okay, we'll do that. And if they don't have the Mist, yeah, we make a 6/6 for future Lindies. Of course, the thing is we can move the pick around, so whatever. We did not miss it. There it is. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Man, we're getting harassed by the Ice-Hide trolls today. Really need these flyers. Good thing we have them. I like Elderleaf, Mentor, draw, and then we can move the pick. Finn is fine, but I like using, we can village rights. Well, I'm gonna move the pick here. Then we might still Finn anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't, you know, Finn doesn't matter too much here. What matters is whether or not we live in the air or not. Yeah, well... Yeah, it keeps troll back, it's true. Yeah, I don't think... Like, worrying about poison was not even on my mind. This game doesn't seem about poison to me, although now with 4 life, maybe it could be. Hey, Rune of Might. Interesting, interesting. Throw that on the pick. That's pretty good. Ooh, Gladewalker making it bigger. Do we need to make something else bigger, though? No? I think it's just biggest Reaper we can, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, the worm with bow is still going to be big, but here's the deal. With a trampling Death Toucher, they're basically at a virtual 4. So we could end up getting around wide enough. In fact, there's an argument to be made for rightsing away a token here and looking for more action, but I think we'll do it at the end of their turn. Because we only have 3 mana to spend it on. I don't know. Like, if we can get more for a go wide next turn, that could be valuable. But I am going to pass here. Yeah, they'll put... Well, regardless of where they put it, the point is we only need 1 point of damage and we get to trample the rest. Yeah, we could move the... We could move this. I guess we could move it since 5 versus 6 doesn't change anything. And sure, we'll put more Trample Death Touch for whatever that's worth. Now, see if they do that, though. The Vengeful Reaper just bounces off Troll forever, and we can try and find our way elsewhere. Oh, it doesn't bounce off. Never mind. They get to make it a 5 power. No bounce. Well, we have plenty of mana, so we can. Yeah, I forgot the pump. But do you like rights now? I think we rights now. Although this is a point of damage. Like, this is them at 7 versus 8. Yeah, let's save it for the chump attack. And this doesn't do too much, but I'll do this before combat. I assume they got something to toss away here that there's not going to really matter. They seem to be stuck on 6 land, or they're either sandbagging land or have some spells they can't really cast anyway. Yeah, spell they can't really cast anyway. What do you know? Pick back to the flyer. And all we can do here is swing away before they get too stable on us and use this village rights to better effect, hopefully. We don't know. The Summoner deck was match 2. I mean, they could have that, but that's not a card we've seen from them. And let's see, the thing being eaten are these two will eat Mentor. And Faithful is nice. And end turn. If I move the pick, the Reaper dies. I didn't want to kill the Reaper. Faithful has a fine block to help us out. And we'll chump here as well. Actually, sorry, chump here as well. I just clicked the wrong one. All right. Whew. Those are some tough games today, man. Found our way to a 2-1. I'll take it. I know I did not play my best today. I'm happy to get 1,000 gems back when we didn't play our best, and happy to have such great games despite not playing my best. Magic was fun today. A lot of back and forth, a lot of top decks, a lot of... I can't believe they had that. We overcame Serious Flood to get a win. I think my favorite part of the day is us complaining bitterly, and it was us, not just me, us complaining bitterly about the flood for like 7 turns, and then having a turn where we completely tapped out. Whew, needed all 14 of that mana. That was pretty fun. Yes, I am done for the day. We are at my usual stopping time right at the end of the draft. That seems about perfect. So I'm going to hop to Soapbox. I'm going to hit the Stream Deck button just on a prayer. No, didn't work. Okay. Manual time. There's that. The Boros deck in round 1 was crazy. Like, it was a decent, not even decent, it was better. It was a good deck. That was really showing the extremes you could take Boros. And if Oppo had played it a little tighter, I think they would have beat us. So, yeah, it was something else. I wonder how much land they played. I'd love to see that deck and sideboard and see if there's any changes I would make or something. But it was seriously mono 1-drops. They had 1-drops. They had the rare Dragon Berserker. And then I'm trying to think of other things that were more than 1 mana. And it's just like the whole deck was 1-drops. It was crazy. Oh, yeah, they had a boat. They had 1 boat. Anyway, fun day. Didn't quite get 3 wins, but we sure got a lot of entertainment value, or at least I did. I hope you did too. Thank you, YouTube friends, for hanging out. Please remember to check out my sponsor, Card Kingdom, via my affiliate links. They're great. If you need tabletop Magic stuff, check them out on my link and help keep me on the air, won't you? Give it a like, comment, all that stuff. Thanks, YouTube friends. We'll catch you the next draft.